On today's episode of the Jamaican Cooking Journey, I'll be sharing with you how to make yourself some greens. And these greens are mustard greens and pak choy. They're a little wilty looking because I took them from the refrigerator, and because of the hotness, the weather, it is so hot. They are looking, but it doesn't matter. We're going to rejuvenate them. Well, let me pause right here to say special thanks to my patrons that have been making that page possible. If you would like to know what is going on with my Patreon or at my Patreon page, there in the description of this video, there is a link. Click right onto that link upon over there and try to be a part of us right on over there. Post notification shout outs today goes to Sheppy Bradshaw and Jojo. Ladies, manners and respect. Let me get straight onto the video. So I am going to be making some greens, some steamed greens. And I know a lot of people in, I know I've posted a few greens, like maybe like green beans, but I notice you don't watch. You are supposed to be eating your green beans, family. If you don't eat your beans as parents, how can you get your kids to eat greens or to have their veggies? You must be eating these. These are good for you. These goes right through your gut easily, and you know. But today we're going to be making some greens. I did a video and I said something about mustard greens. A lot of people said I've never heard of it, and then they know it, and then they see it. They never see it. This is what mustard greens come right up on this coal. This is what it looks like. You see, it almost looks like the pak choy, but the pak choy is white here. And the right ear is slightly green. But even though they look alike, they have different taste. So I'll be preparing some, and I'm going to show you how I prepare them. But first, you've got to cleanse these greens. So right here, I've got me some water with baking soda. I don't use, what's that thing? Vinegar, because I don't want the leaves to get all wilty. I want them to remain soft. You know, so the baking soda allows that. So this is my mustard greens, and it's just like this. So you see, it looks like the pak choy. So you get, you know, you pull it, pick it off, pick it off, pick it off. Now, when it comes to greens, I don't play around with my greens. I don't waste my greens. So that's the mustard. Now, sometimes you will get them looking like this, with like a little stalk. I don't throw away my stalk. I just give it like a little strip, because I don't waste my greens. I really love greens. I told you that my favorite green is green leafy veg. It's callaloo. Second to the callaloo, it's the mustard. This here has a lot of health benefits. You Google it. It's good to go in your green juice, a little of it. It has a peppery and a little bitterish taste. If it is extra like all one them, it will go extra bitter. But if they are young and nice like this, it just have a slight little bitterish taste. And who doesn't like greens with a little bitterish taste? Talk to me. Talk to me. Yeah. So like this, I break them off. And when it comes like this, honestly, girl, I don't throw away these. I can't afford to throw these away. So if there's anything for me to strip, I would just go. Yep. I don't throw away my thing. This is strength here. So I'm just going to show you. You know how to do pak choy already. So I'm going to be continuing to just, you see, you have to get these in. You have to take some time because they grow in the dirt. Yeah. And so my leafy vegetables are all washed. And I have them here on my cutting board. But they are on a towel, a cotton towel. Clean cotton towel. I'm just trying to use this to sort of remove some of the moisture, excess moisture, or you could leave them to drip in whatever you want to, whether you have a big colander, whatever you want to do, but you want to get most of the excess moisture, like the water. Yeah, don't mind this. I'll still put it in there. Eat at a time, makes it look like that. So I'm going to dry them somewhat, and when you see me next, I'll be on the board cutting them. So these are my veggies, my leafy vegetables on my cutting board, and they have been dried somewhat, not fully dried. Yeah, you don't want to have a lot of water. So as I tell you, I just treat the mustard greens and the pak choy the same. They are basically the same thing. It's just that they have a different flavor. So what I'm going to be doing now, some people will just like cut off way down on them part. I really don't do that. I'm just going to be cutting them in about 3/4 inches size like that. I don't cut them fine. Why? They are very soft, and when you cut them fine, the leaves tend to steam out, and then you see all stalks, and I'll show you when they are finished. So I cut it like this. I don't really cut them like fine, but if you want to do that, you can go ahead and do that. But I like when I cut it like this, when they are finished steaming or stir fried, they have the look that I am looking for. So let me show you. You see, I've done that, and this is how they look. So when you steam it, you won't have all stalks. When you cut it like this and it's properly steamed down, the leaves easily wilt away. Okay, so when you cut the leaves with this like a 3/4 inch in length, you will just have it mixing around, so you won't see all stalks and no leaves. When you cut them too fine, as if you're shredding like callaloo, when it's finished, you see stalks on there. I don't like it like that, but to each of us our very own. I'm gonna finish cutting these off, and I'm gonna leave them also in a colander. I don't want to leave them in a nut where, you know, the water still can be just finding some way for, you know, run out. So I'll catch you in the next clip. So my greens are all here. This is my I'm gonna be using my garlic, my scallions, and some Scotch bonnet pepper. That is for me if you don't want to, you know. So the garlic, for me, greens, garlic is a must in my green vegetables, especially the leafy ones. Scallion, it's at that natural flavor, and you notice I did not mince this the Scotch bonnet. I want to see little bits and pieces of them coming out. Hence, this is what I'm going to be using to start off my steamed greens. I'm going to be using a little oil. I'm going to be seasoning it with some cracked black pepper and salt. That will be at the very end. I'm going to be using a little apple cider along with a little brown sugar to make a little liquid to put it to give it that taste. It also, with the apple cider vinegar, it also, you know, they are green leafy vegetables, they produce some form of iron. So with the apple cider going there now, and the little sugar balances off the acidity. But the apple cider, it helps for you to digest it, because a lot of us, we can't digest iron so easy. Right here, I got my skillet on a medium to high, and I'm going to be putting just like maybe a tablespoon and a half of oil. Use the oil of your choice, family. Use oil of your choice. That's how I'm going to be starting it. You know, every little thing we do, we start with a base, like a flavored base, and that is what I'm doing. It doesn't necessarily have to be fiery hot. So I'm putting in my little garlic. Yeah, it doesn't have to be fiery hot. Notice I told you a medium to high. Yes, so you know why your garlic burn. Just that for now. Next, as that happens, not long after, you're going to be putting in this beautiful thing, your Scotch bonnet pepper. It is going to bring out a specific flavor in there. If you don't want it, you can use something else. If you don't want to use your seeds, you can. This is totally up to you. So do you. Don't give them any time at all to burn. You don't want them burning. So monitor your flame. As that goes through the oil, you will start smelling your kitchen smell nice, smell different. There's a flavor there. That's the flavor. Light, herbsy flavor. Now it's time. I think this time is too hot for me. Therefore, I gibberish, so much gibberish. So it's time for you now to put in the scallions. I've always, oh wow, the gibberish continues. So I've always show you how to use your scallions. I tell you that scallions, they have such powerful flavor. These three herbs, oh wow, look at that. Look at as they swirl around in the pot. You don't give these any time to burn, because at this point the flavors are out. Now it's time for your green beans. I think I have your green beans, your green leafy vegetables. Remember I said steam, not stir fry. So you want to pack it in real good. And remember, you know, these are going to be so wilted when they are properly steamed. So don't mind the amount and things. Say, wow, the pot is overflowing. Oh my Lord, Miss Debbie, why are you overflowing the pot like that? No, I'm not. Keep it on this medium to high flame because we're gonna steam. We cover it. So look at this. This is how the steaming process works. You hear that steam that has been built up in there? And right here I have a little piece of dried rosemary. I'm going to put it right there. Also right here, my little brown sugar and my apple cider vinegar is coming in. So with less than a tablespoon, half of a tablespoon of brown sugar, light or dark, I'm going to be adding less than a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. I want to dissolve it, making it look like honey. If you have honey, you can put a little honey with the apple cider vinegar. So I'm going to be dissolving it. It's going to give it this, the honey would give it a smoother taste than the brown sugar. I'm going to be dissolving it. This I told you already what it will do. You can warm your apple cider vinegar, it would dissolve easier, but the heat in this kitchen, I don't want to take any extra heat on me right at this point. Now, you hear that steaming down in there? It's time for us to lift up. Lift up time. Yeah, beautiful. Lift up time. You see what is happening inside there? You see that? You see that? Look at that. Your nice pepper, nothing is burned. All those beautiful flavors are coming out. You want to just mix around now. You see how I told you that when you cut it a certain way, you don't have all the stalks coming out. Look at this beauty. Look at this beauty. Remember, we're not stir frying, we're steaming. Beautiful. You're gonna lower your flame at this point. Yes, at this point. Look at it. So there is a difference. This is the mustard. This is the pak choy. Okay, and it's not a must that you have to mix them. You can do them separately. They are nice, but to me the mustard is nicer. Look at this. Look at this. Beautiful. Beautifully done. Try to just, you know, scatter them around. You don't want them too extra dark. You don't want them too extra dark. So look at that. You see that nice juice in there? You look at the color of the juice. That's what the apple cider and the brown sugar give you. This now depends on how much you like your steamed vegetable. If you like them safi and all of them niceness, then you can continue steaming. But at this point, I'll turn my flame off and I'll cover it down for about 30 seconds, and then I will come back to season. What I'll season with salt and pepper. So our flame has been off. Time to season. Season with salt and pepper to your liking. Okay? Season to your taste bud. I'm using a little cracked black pepper. So I'm going to be putting a few scraps of it, if there is such a word. I don't know. But season with the pepper generously if you like it like that. Give it a little stir. Mix up your salt. Mix your black pepper. That's nice juices. You see this, man? I would have just eat this right now with a quarter pot roast chicken. Huh? Whether it be leg and thigh or breast and wing. That's what I would have this with. Me no want to rice and peas. It's too hot. Figure heavy me down. I'll catch you when I've plated up this. From my kitchen to yours, from my Jamaican kitchen to your family table, to your palate, and most of all to your stomach in this blazing weather. Who has time to stay in the kitchen to do rice and peas? How do you manage it? This is so light and nutritious. Have it with a slice of steak. Have it with some oxtails. Do what you want. Do put a little potato salad beside it and make your meal light. You can even use this for your Thanksgiving table. These are some of the greens that we have in Jamaica. I really love them. I hope you will take this recipe, make it your own. Don't overdo it. Don't overdo it. Don't over season it with a lot of other stuff. You want to have it that you can taste the flavor of the greens. Okay, thanks for watching, thanks for the love, thanks for the support. Remember to give me big fat thumbs up for these videos. Keep your post notification turned on. Leave me a comment below. Start eating your green vegetables now.